Check 1, 2, you know what I'm saying? Alright, hold up one sec. Alright, so this little thingy right here, I'm just importing off the disk all these little previews that I have for this entire toolkit that I have to put in the computer yet. But in the meantime, these are a couple of the ones that I do have already. I use some of these for my video, but mainly they're just little like clips and stuff that you can use for backgrounds. And then there's a bunch of like built-in. We can kind of mess with the titling, the kind of font you like to use. Some of these are lame. Some of them can be kind of cool, and you can always I can always throw in on any of these words and pictures, or even like some video that you wanted to record, like maybe yourself, like I did on mine. Like my face was in the background, and I kind of chroma keyed that in and stuff. So there's all these different cool backdrops, whatever things you want to use that you might see that could kind of like tie into the theme of your video. I don't know. Some of these are cool. Some of them but these are some limited ones that I got recently, like that I bought from like this little package a while ago. I thought they'd be kind of cool. And a lot of these I can like incorporate over video. So if there's even a couple things you want to go out and get some shots of like you playing in like a forest or something like that, if that can tie in, I can always throw these over top of it. For instance, like we could take like this dance clip right here and ignore this is retarded. And we can throw, like, if you like this cool filmy shit over it, throw this over top of it, and we can blend it in, and then you can kind of, so like it'll look kind of like this. Cool little things like that, and then do titling over it. So if you wanted to do something in the background and you wanted to, let's say, do some actual clips of like you like playing, for instance, we could do like some styled effects of you, and like I'm trying to think what might be cool, like something. I mean, we can always affect this more, but like she went to that, and then she kind of looks like that, blah blah blah. Age papers, kind of whatever, but like there's all these different things we can affect on the video itself before we throw any of these over top of it, and then yeah, kind of go from there. I use like a graphic thing on mine, for instance, but this is very generic. Like I ended up affecting mine a lot more after that. Like you can play with some of the controls on it, yada yada yada, whatever you want to kind of do. And then again, over top of this, you can throw in like some, like the titles over top of it. Obviously, the words. So, anyways, so that's some of the things. A lot of these are like, there's a lot of these like filmy looking ones in this package that I got. A lot of these are just these backdrops are kind of cool. Sun, I think I used a little bit of that in mine. Things like this, look at this, look at that, and then there's these motion graphics, like I have the dust, that was like the representation of the cocaine, more of my cocaine, all these different ones, I think those are supposed to be more like embers, a lot of cool stuff, the smoke representing my crack, and then I don't know. You can always affect these more too. That was like more of my cocaine spills or whatever. Some smoky things. Yeah, and then you can edit these flames. I don't know if that can be helpful. There's kind of that, like this snowy stuff I ended up using. Some of that's kind of cool. Incorporate that however you want. Blah blah blah, quick flashes, things like that. These, like, I don't know, these are kind of hard to use, but stuff like that. I think I used that, but I affected the shit out of it. Some quick cut stuff, and then there's I don't know, glitchy looking things. Again, trying to figure out kind of the theme. I thought you said was more like on bright side of a divorce, so who knows. And then if there's something we can use, like even if you look at like the glitch thing and think, well, shit, how can I use that? That doesn't even tie into the theme. You can kind of theme the whole video around it. Like if you were, again, using some graphic-y shit like this, and you kind of wanted to, I don't know, blah, 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 glitch something over it. I don't know, but you'd kind of have to stick to that throughout it or theme it pretty tightly as you're editing the video. So I don't really know. You could figure that out. And then I have a couple more of these. Like these are like, wait, oh, it's more glitchy stuff. But these are like some random plaques that I got. Like I ended up using this, I think, in my video, or this one right here. So this is just a high quality image. So I ended up like taking this and I kind of themed it by like, I'd zoom in on a part and they're like high quality, so I can do that. So I'd start right here and I keyframed it, so it'd go from like blah blah blah, here's some lyrics, frame it again, and then from this point to this point it did this. So it'll like start there, you see some it didn't work, but anyway, so it'll be like it's not the shape I'm in, blah blah blah, more lyrics, blah blah, anything you want to do with that. So I have a couple of those backgrounds. I have more than these ones. Like pretty cool themes. So like if we ended up taking pictures of something, we can always take like, I don't know, like if you wanted to tie in like a picture of like an area specifically, we could take a high quality photo of that, bring that in and do the same concept and kind of have it move. So I have this little earthquake thing down here that I can use that'll kind of make the screen kind of do this. It'll make it look more lifelike, like a video rather than just like a photo of it, which is pretty cool. More just like flashy stuff. Actually, these are more motion graphics, things like that. There's some other ones that are kind of cool that I have dumping in that are like paint splatters and stuff that I can key in like some of our own like keying like words in the paint spots, things like that are kind of cool. And then some of these little gadgets that move, like I don't know if like the heart would be pretty cool for something like that. I ended up using one of these in my video. I used a lot of these, were kind of cool, but I have a lot more that are just like that and things like this that you can throw titles in. I don't know if heartbreak is a good thing for it, but all these little tiny things would be more like on my end. I would use it just kind of like fine tune, throw in over titles. I'm trying to think what else. That's pretty much it for like that pack. There's like a couple other like smoke muzzle flashes, but I think those are mainly more for like if you're editing like somebody shooting like a gun or something like that, obviously. But all these different things that so far you can kind of use to figure out a theme for your video. And yeah, that's end of part one, and then I'll get to the other stuff that I'm dumping in now. Maybe there's something that stands out to you.